guys doing? Big Rich here at OFR, and check this out. Today we have help. We have community service guy, our buddy Zach showed up, and we're going to take all the FX5s off the front of the Belagio tanks. You guys been waiting for it. Watch how we do it. Okay, look at that. We've been working for about an hour now. Look how nice and clear that looks. It's hooked back on our system. You remember we had to take it off our system when we sold Pittsburgh's tank to get it out of here because it stuck out to like here, and we had no way of getting back there. So we had to cut the pipes that was going through his stand and, you know, shut it off of our system. And then we moved his tank. Now me and Josh just got done running all these pipes. You'll see through his video. But the tank's out of here. Now we can put in a 4-foot wide tank right here, like say a 110 or a 90 or a 75 gallon, something like that. And we'll still have access to get into this corner where we can build filtration for this tank too if we need extra filtration. But look how clear it's gotten being hooked up to our system again. So we've already moved 2 off of here, and you can see there's only 1 left. Zach, you mind being on camera? This is our buddy Zach. He's been doing some community service, and he's been helping me all morning. And we've got both them 2 are off of there. We've got 1 left to move, and then the whole front of this will be open. And then what else we'll be doing today? Look on the back. See that white roll? That white roll is the background. Now we unrolled it because it was in a 4-foot roll. And let me show you down here. Here's the rest of the roll. We had 100 foot of it right there. It's 4 foot tall, 100 foot long. We unrolled 20 foot onto the ground and then rolled it up long ways. So it's one big 20-foot roll. We're gonna get like 6 people here, and we're all gonna unroll it and put it down behind the tank. So we should have the background on here today and all the filters off the front, so you won't see these ugly hoses no more. I know you guys have been waiting for this, but there you go. We're down to just 1 hose intake and 1 hose as a return. We get this off of here, and then we do the background, and this tank will be set. The next thing I want to do to this, now that we have the water hooked up, and see how high it is now? It's flowing through, so it used to be down to here because it wasn't using the overflows. Well, now it's flowing through, so it's going up over the overflow and then some. I want to hook up like either curtains hanging from here to the ceiling, or wood that I fold up to get in, something as a canopy for the top of this, where you don't see none of this across the whole top. You just see the tank like that. We're going to work on that next. That's, you know, it's forever a project here, and you know, we're always working and making things better, and we will get it done. But in the meantime, look how beautiful this is getting. Give it another day or 2 and you won't have none of this green tinge on here, because this wasn't hooked up for 2 weeks now, so it was getting really greenish in there from the water and algae and how much I have to feed every day. Now with our good water flowing through so much, it went back to crisp, and you know, it looks like some of these fish ain't even in water, they're just floating there in the air. That's the way I like my tanks to look. So we put the blue background on, another day or so, and get rid of the little bit of tint of green in there, and then boom, this thing should be sparkling, and the lights should reflect off of these bubbles and really make it pop and look good. What we're going to do is shut these valves off. This is sitting in front of this tank. Now, because, you know, why do that? We're going to shut them off. We're going to take these hoses out. We're going to put it through there, and then I'm going to get in the pool from that side and hook the hoses up over here, and we'll plug it in underneath. We'll be able to close these doors and have this clean in the front. So let me walk around and do that. Hang on 1 second, Zach. Let me get in this pool here. Oh, look at that big bass. You can just leave it plugged in. Just hand me the hoses. Ouch. Okay. Sorry, guys. Look at the size of this ray. There's my foot. There's a big old ray. Okay. Big old bass too. He's probably, I thought he was 26, but Josh says he's more like 28 inches. We shall see. All right. There's Zach on that side. Now you can, did you shut off both them valves?
Yes.
Okay. Take off one of the hoses and take off all the clamps. And then you're going to have to hand me the ends of the hoses underneath. We've got our air lines here running down to all the sponge filters in here.
Ready, I'm gonna send one at a time though.
All right, underneath here. All right, I got this one. A little more, a little more. All right, so this one can go up. Now I'm gonna put this here temporarily until we get the thing in. So, now, hand me that back. Go ahead and hand me the hose from underneath again. The other hose. Okay, got it. Let's see if this comes on. And it is running. Okay. So, we have that done. Now, this here, because we have this bulkhead in now, and that's going to the Belagio tanks, and the return for the Belagio tanks is coming back here. Let me see if I can get in here. See this T right here? That's coming from the Belagio tanks right here, and it runs down this wall. That's the return from the Belagio, going half in that side and half in this side. So, everything's running through the filter. Now that we got that done, we can go ahead and put all the rays back in here that we wanted, which are in the 3000 right now. Which after we move the rays out, then we can move the rest of the fish, or the ones out of the 750, the dog bone tank, into the 3000. We didn't move them over there yet because the 3000's a little packed and it's staying dirty. And granted, we fed them just a couple hours ago, so it's going to be cloudy, but you know, we've got all these fish in here that came out of the 3000 that we're not putting back in yet until we get all these rays out. And then the feeding supply will go lower because them rays eat a lot. So then the rays will be into this pool, and that'll be our breeding stock of all of our big black diamond stingrays in here. So I think we're doing good here. We're getting it accomplished. Let me walk around here. Now we have, when you look down this way, there shouldn't be, yep, there is no FX5s in the front of this. We have to put these doors back on, and then this will be clean and clear. This is our quarantine tank. Again, we're getting ready to move this one next. Then this will be open with no hoses in front of it. I know you guys have been dying for that. Let me go down here. You see it's only one left. We've already done the two. You know, we're trying. We do a little bit all day, every day, nonstop. You know, we have to stop for like taking care of Tracy and stuff like that. So pretty soon I'll have the nurses here, and then I can dedicate, you know, 8 hours a day working, going on rescues, that kind of stuff, which we haven't been able to do. Okay, so now that we moved them, this is our last one we're moving now. So let's go ahead and get them valves shut off and unplug this one. I'm going to take a walk out here and see where we're going to put it. What?
They're already shut off.
Are they? Did you unplug it?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's set and ready to go. We put one on the 3000 here because it's sort of out of the way here. Because, you know, it's a little dirtier, but out here, I had to put these filters somewhere. We don't need them really anywhere, but they had to keep running, otherwise the bacteria inside of them dies. So I put these two that came off of the front onto this medicated koi tank right now. The medication in there is milky white, so it's keeping the water a little milky, but we've been changing it. And now we've got two more filters on it, along with my homemade 55-gallon drum, which used to keep it crystal clear in the 1,000-gallon. So it's just the medication keeping it cloudy here. So I don't really need the extra filtration, but again, I needed to put them somewhere where they don't die out. So we put them on here temporarily. So I don't know where I'm putting the next one. If I had this up and running, I'd put it on this tank. But we're not able to get that up and running yet. So let me see here. If we had the Dwight Howard running, I'd had put it on there. I don't know where I'm putting this other filter. Yeah, welcome to our world. We never know what's going on. We just handle each problem one at a time until all the problems are gone. Problem is, we've never reached the point where all the problems are gone. All right. I know. Let's put the FX5 on this tank. The flow through would be crazy. Every fish would be up against the intake. That's what we're going to do the shrimp tank on. Ooh, we got some more fish for the snow globe tank. Look at these guys. They're all beautiful in here. Let me show you these guys. All the way back through here. You'd think I'd be skinnier than I am, even though I'm dieting and I've lost 90-some pounds. You'd think I'd be skinnier with all this walking around of all this, you know, work I do around here nonstop. Look at these guys. Oh yeah, bunch of Ryukins, just beautiful. Big fat boys. They're going in there too. That's really going to wake that tank up. Okay guys, looky. No hoses in front of any of the tanks here. Look at that. The whole viewing panel is open. And then the next 20-foot tank. The whole viewing panel is open. Well, except for these heaters. We got to get them out of here. Back when we first set this up, we had it as a quarantine tank and I had the heaters in it. We're no longer using them, so I can take them out of there. And then the plans for this tank is coming next. But you see the bottom stands. I need some sort of like faux cover, magnet with wood to cover these up so that I have access to the panels underneath. But we want to cover that up until the bottom of the gravel here. So it's going to come above the metal stand, about 1.5 inches of the acrylic, and into the gravel. That's where we want the wood stand to go down. So a wood facade, a curtain, magnetic curtain, something to cover this whole bottom, and that'll make it look a whole lot better. You can go ahead and take this whole tub here and put it in the corner, that yellow 5-gallon bucket with the food on top. The reason that is I can't bend over, so I put that food on top of this bucket so I can feed them daily. So put this into the corner, and then put that food up on top of it.
Like behind the pump?
Yeah, all the way into the corner. Well, you should have slid it to where you're not on top of the cords. There you go. Perfect. Now put the food on there, and then I don't have to bend over to feed the fish. Make my life easier, I'll do the work. Okay, so what we did was the last filter that was here, we moved it to the end, put it on a milk crate, and ran it up over the end. So it is sucking from, right there is its intake tube back there, behind all this. You don't really see it. And then I have it running across the top, and here's its return right there, sticking down in. So this is the return coming out here for the main water system, the big pump that's underneath now. So all the water's coming in on one side and traveling through to the other side, and then overflowing out here and then being sucked up in through that filter there. So this whole side gets sucked up, goes through filtration, and gets pumped back on that side. So it's like a river system. All the water flows through. All right, Joshy. Now, you're home from work. I know you're tired. We don't have much to do. I've been working all day, okay? But I want to get your reaction on something. All right? Walk through the fish room and see if you notice anything. Let me, oh, hold up. Let me get ahead of you, because I can't look backwards and walk. Let me get ahead of you and see if you notice anything.
Aha.
What?
Remove the filters.
Yes.
On both tanks.
On both tanks, yes. Anything else?
Looks way better.
Looks way better. You don't notice also the filters in front of the 550 here?
Oh yeah.
They're gone too. Look at this, nice and neat and open. It's ready for the tank to go there. And we hooked them up back there. Everything's plugged in underneath. I moved one of the filters to the end here. I think it's leaking. You want to check that because I see water there. We may not have put one of the hoses, you know, these clamps back on good enough. See where the water's coming from. So you happy?
Yeah, looks good. Good job.
Well, thank you. I had the aide here today, and I had community service. So I was able to come out here and get some work done while you were gone. You feel any water at the bottom of the filter?
No.
Where's that water coming from?
Don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Feel that right there, the output, yeah, there. No water anywhere.
Yeah, it's leaking around the motor housing.
The motor housing, well, I did have to smack it to get it running, so it might be that. Okay, well, we'll have to tighten that up. But look how nice this is. Do you see any difference in the tank itself since you were last seen it?
It's clear.
Looks clear. Don't these guys look like they're just sitting in air, not even suspended in water? That's the way I like my tanks to look. Heck yeah. Now we've got the one filter on the end. It draws from right here, and I want to actually stick that down more in the back. And then it returns over there where the water's coming in. So it's like a big river system. All the water's flowing through and leaving at the overflow there. So got us a lot more room. And now what do you want to do? By looking at this tank, what would you like to do next to it?
Get the background on.
Yeah.
Make canopies and button up the stands.
I've already talked about all that on the video. Great minds think alike, son. That's exactly what I said.
Add it to the list of work.
Add it to the list to do. Gotcha. So got them off too. I put them on the koi tanks outside, and I put one on the 3000. So that's 3 of them, and then I put the 4th one on here. So we're pretty well done. All we're gonna do, I'd like to do, now that you're home from work, I'd like to do this. Move that 110 and that 75, move it right against that wall, and then we'll be done with everything over here and be cleared in, you know? But yeah, they're very, look how gorgeous this tank looks. Wait till you see it with that blue background on here. Well, you can see I hid the intake tube right there to the FX5. It comes up right there. But you can't see it from up here. See that? Very nice, huh? And then, ta-da! No hoses, no filters. Looks good. Look how beautiful. I think this should be the next background for Stay Fishy Fridays. I'm going to do that. I'm going to record this as the background. Good idea, guys. Thanks for the idea. Appreciate it. Today's Thursday, so... Oh, this video won't go out until next Friday. Huh. Okay. Well, I'll record it anyway. That's a nice background. But you see the work we do around here, and just wanted to let you know and how things have come out, and it's done now. And I like it. I like it a lot. We've been working all day, and that's another video down. So glad you guys stuck with us and watched the whole thing. It's always fun here. And we've got many more ideas. We've got many more videos coming. We're going to be moving the stingrays. We're going to be moving the 110-gallon tank. We're going to be doing all kinds of things. So stick with us. You know, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because a lot of people have been telling me they haven't been notified, and then they find out that they're not even subscribed no more. So go check and see if you're subscribed, and definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we put out the videos. Until next video, stay fishy, my friends.